Good morning, and welcome to this live broadcast of Three Country Ride, presented by SpotLink and benefiting the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Today, as part of our daily Morning Mingle series, we have the pleasure of speaking with Ken Becker, Executive Director of the Sweetwater Economic Development.
Good morning.
Great to be here.
It is.
Thank you for doing this.
And thank you for bringing the 2 inches of rain we've had so far.
Oh, yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about Sweetwater?
Well, Sweetwater's a neat little place out in, it's one of those, we kind of call ourselves the center of everywhere, but within 10 minutes you can be in the middle of nowhere. We have a lot of wind turbines. We got over 1,300 wind turbines. We have oil and gas. We have manufacturing. We have a lot of truck traffic. But we also have a lot of history. We have an auditorium where Elvis Presley once played in. Wow. We do the world's largest rattlesnake roundup, and we've already collected over 350,000 pounds of rattlesnakes. We've just done a lot of things like that. The Women's Air Force Service pilots, we have a museum here. They were ladies back in World War II in the 40s that actually trained to help the pilots during World War II.
Wow, quite an interesting city.
Yeah, pretty great.
How did it get its name?
It actually comes from an Indian name called Mobati, which means sweet water. And of course, at one time it was 2 words, then it became one. And in 1881, we became the county seat. In 1902, we ended up becoming incorporated and kind of gone off since then.
Well, that's great. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do in your daily job as the executive director?
In Texas, we have a sales tax that allows us to be able to bring in economic development. So we not only work with other companies outside our area, trying to bring them into our community, but we also help grow the community we have and try to help companies expand and train employees. And we just recently had a company come in and buy an existing old Kmart building and put in a lumber yard there. Yeah. We're helping a housing developer build some houses. So pretty exciting. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Are there any biking initiatives going on in Sweetwater?
Yeah, in fact, we actually have a church that has a small school that's actually going to have a bike ride coming up 2 weeks from today. Mm-hmm. It's called Beat the Streets for Little Feet. And what they do is have a little run and a 100K bike ride that will allow them to raise funds to be able to do that. And they've been doing that for a number of years. Yeah. And then years ago, back in the 90s, we had the Western Diamondback 100K route. And then we're not that far from Wichita Falls, which actually has the Hotter Than Hell 100. And I've been fortunate enough to ride in that a number of years ago.
Oh, wow. Sure, that sounds fun. So, of course, our main purpose for this ride is to raise money for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation and raise awareness of the need for breast cancer research. Is there anything about our cause that is personal to you?
Well, yes. My mother had breast cancer, and she has passed away just this last year. But I also have a wife, 2 daughters, 4 granddaughters. Those are always big issues, yeah. And we love the people like you that are out there willing to take time out of your life to be able to help others.
Well, thanks. We're trying to do what we can. So we're heading to Abilene today, possibly. Is there anything about our journey that you can recommend? Any advice you can offer?
Well, it's not too far from here to Abilene. It's about 45 miles. Abilene has some really nice things. There's actually a Frontier, Texas, which it kind of ties into our Forks Trails from years ago. Great places like that to see. Good eating places, and of course we're in Sweetwater, we're about the 10th the size of what Abilene is, but it's a connection to us West Texans, and West Texas is a special place, and we kind of all hang in together.
Yeah, now it's small in population wise, so you all kind of all together. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you, Ken. We really appreciate you doing this. Normally, at this point, I'd say we're heading out. But it's still kind of questionable right now. There's a lot of thunderstorms out there, a lot of standing water. Wind's pretty bad, so we're going to play it by ear for about the next hour.
Interesting fact.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, I forgot that. Why? Is there a weird fact you know and want to share?
Well, it's not about Sweetwater, but I came from northern Indiana, and I'm a big Notre Dame fan. Well, way back quite a number of years ago, when UCLA and John Wooden had an 88-game win streak, they came into Notre Dame and lost. I was at that game.
Oh, wow.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just to be able to see the people that play. Bill Walton, of course, was the center, and really loved that. A big Notre Dame fan, but that's kind of an interesting little fact.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, thank you for sharing that. Jeez. Okay, so as I said, we're going to kind of play it by ear here. We'll send an update on our Facebook page on what we're going to do. We may delay the ride for tomorrow. We'll let you know. So anyway, thanks, Ken.
Thank you.
Pleasure. You're an awesome guy. And we'll talk to you later.